Relational live stream lectures. And before I get into this topic, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for supporting my channel. My channel now has currently reached well over 300,000 subscribers. And none of this would have been possible without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's lecture. The focus of this lecture, I'm going to literally present my executed contract that I entered into with Page Publishing Company, signed by both parties August the 9th of 2021. Page Publishing Company is the world-renowned publishing company that published my book, Awake Financial Freedom. And one easy way to tell if a person has gone through a publishing company, on the reverse side of any book anywhere in the world, you'll see the barcode, you'll see the ISBN, and across from that, you will see the logo of that publishing company. So today I'm gonna literally present, and if you have not checked out my powerful book, Awake Financial Freedom, you can get it in any format, audio version, ebook, it don't matter. So with that being said, I'm literally going to just go ahead and get on down to business. This contract, publishing agreement contract, which is a legal document, it states this agreement is entered into as of this 9th day of August 2021 between Page Publishing Company Incorporated, having offices at 320 Water Street, Box, Pennsylvania. That's one of the main offices. In Marie Holiday, my address is all laid out on there. Whereas author has developed a written work titled Awake Financial Freedom, hereafter referred to as the work, and whereas the publisher is in the business of disseminating and publishing literary work, and hereby agrees to perform the following services in order to publish said work. Number one, a publication coordinator. A publication coordinator will be assigned to oversee all aspects of the publication process, including guiding the work through editorial review, page design, cover art, and publicity campaign. The author will be given complete access to all workflow through a personalized online author portal. Pre-publication full copy edit. Publisher will assign a copy editor to proof and edit the work. The copy editor will review the work to ensure proper syntax, word usage, sentence structure, and consistency. Copy editor will adhere to the standard of the Chicago Manual of Style. Page design. Publisher will assign a page design to ensure consistency of heading and chapters, and to implement elements of typographical style, including font size, font choice, margins, paragraph, and sentence formatting. Cover art. The publisher will produce a premium custom cover design based on the author's input. My input I gave about them, I told them I'm gonna just leave that all up to you all. You all are the experts at doing this. I yield to the experts, and I'm here to tell you. The final selection of cover art shall be done at the sole discretion of the author, and I literally told them I don't want no part of anything that y'all need to do. I'm gonna leave it up to you all to create a cover art for my book. Conversion to various digital formats. The publisher will convert the work to the appropriate various of digital formats so that it may be offered for sale with Apple, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, or Google ebook retailers platform. And you have to worry about none of that. Implementation of DRM. In addition to converting the work into the various respected formats for ebook retailers, the publisher will employ digital rights management technology to prevent unauthorized sharing of the work. And there's no way in the world I could have known how to do that. So that DRM protects my work from people who want to steal your work in the digital world. Printed edition of the work. 10 complimentary paperback editions of the work, professionally printed with a full color front and back cover, will be produced and delivered to the author's designated address as stated above. So before my book became available to the masses, my publishing company sent me 10 complimentary paperback editions, all for my use. And as we continue on with this legal document, author discount program. The author may purchase an unlimited number of additional wholesale copies of the hard copy or soft copy edition of the work for private sale by the author directly from the publisher at a discount of 50% of the retail price plus shipping and applicable taxes. So I can go in under my portal and get discounted copies of my book and take them to book signings or etc. when I'm out speaking in areas of the community and to market my book. ISBN. Publisher will attain on behalf of the author the ISBN, the International Standard Book Number, and corresponding barcodes for all editions of the work. The ISBN will list author as the original owner and the author of the work, and Page Publishing as the authorized publisher. So on the reverse side of any book that's going to a publisher, you're going to see the barcode, the ISBN, and the logo of the publisher. There's no way I could have done all that. I'm not the expert at this. Go ahead and hire these folks to publish your work, to get it done the correct way, to have this legal document in place to protect your work. Second part of this page, digital distribution. Publisher will submit author's work for distribution to relevant digital distributions outlets including Amazon, Apple iTunes, Barnes & Nobles, Google Play. Upon acceptance by each digital distribution outlet, publisher will upload the author's work to each respective outlet for immediate offer for sales. So that's driving all of those sales on those platforms. I couldn't have done that. The author acknowledged that the publisher has no control over acceptance of the work submission by each distribution outlet. Like I said, my publisher dealt with all of that printed distribution. The publisher will list the paperback edition of the author's work for wholesale distribution via the publisher Ingram Content Network account so that printed editions of the work may be available in national retail outlets and via Amazon print distribution platform. All costs and expense for return work shall be borne solely by the publisher. Ain't got to worry about none of that. Author web page. The publisher will create a custom web page for the author within the Page Publishing website. This page shall contain the author's cover art, a synopsis of the author's book, and direct links to the purchase page of every digital platform which is offering the author's book for sale, that the viewers may quickly and easily purchase the work. Publicity and press release distribution. These people ain't playing. This publishing company, this legal, they are biking my work even long after they publishing. Their hands are still on it, which has a direct impact on driving my sales. Publicity and press release distribution. The publisher publicity team will create a custom press release that will be sent by a prime or third-party newswire firm to a targeted priority list of media, including local, regional, national print, broadcast, and online sources, which drove my sales. These press releases will contain a link to the author's web page, which is described above. The author hereby gives the publisher the authority to distribute my stuff, to distribute at publisher sole expense as many free digital and hard copy versions of the work as the publisher deemed necessary in order for the publisher to promote the work. Yes, promote my stuff, drive my sales. Ain't mad at you, Page Publishing Company. The publisher shall be compensated an administrative fee of 20 cents per work sold, excluding returns for all sales. That's where the money coming in. You can have that little 20% page publishing. The publisher shall not be entitled to any administrative fee for any works distributed free of charge by the publisher or the author for publicity, charitable, or marketing purposes, or for any works purchased by the author under the author's discount program. Royalty payments. Here we go. Talk to me. Quarterly accounting reports will be provided by the author to the author by the publisher, listing all sales that have transaction worldwide, with each distribution outlet and all net profits generated therefore as per each prospective outlet most recent terms and condition. The author hereby agrees to complete and remit to the publisher or IRS or Form W-9. There we go. That's where that money is coming into play. I will get those royalty checks for the rest of my life. In the event that anything happens to me in my living will, that money will go to my daughter and everybody in my bloodline for the rest of their life. That's how you build the generational wealth, people. In addition, pricing of the work shall be determined by the publisher with material input from the author. They dealt with all of the pricing. These people are the experts. I don't know nothing about pricing. All I did was wrote my manuscript. Let these experts control the money piece. Publisher and author mutually agree that both the original work of the author and all materials prepared by publisher in conjunction therewith, including but not limited to page design, cover art, electrical files, publicity material, and the like, shall be the sole property and forever remain the property of the author, and shall be transferred free of charge to the author by the publisher at any time upon the author's request. This is my original work, protected by copyright laws. They're already entertaining the idea of converting this published work into a screenplay based off my original manuscript, people. That's why I tell folks there's power when you go through a publishing company. You don't get all this when you're self-published. Terms of agreement. Terms of agreement. This agreement shall remain in effect for 2 years and will continuously renew for additional 2-year terms unless canceled by the author. Renew me. Unless canceled by the author, providing written notice of cancellation 60 days prior to the expiration of this agreement. Ain't canceling nothing. I want my publishing company hands on my work. During the terms of this agreement, publisher shall have the exclusive right to publish and disseminate for sale both in digital and hard copy format worldwide with the author's work. The author will be responsible for an electrical archival fee of $48 a year for each additional term if the author chooses to renew. So again, their hands are on this. Their hands are on it. Royalties derived from derivative work. Any derivative work of the author's original work, screenplays, motion pictures, TV scripts, shall be the sole and exclusive property of the author, and any royalties or monetary compensation resulting therefrom during the terms of this agreement shall be the sole property of the author and publisher having no claims thereto. Publisher makes no representation, projections, or guarantees as to the projected sales volume of the work. That's why marketing is critical on an ongoing basis, Author hereby represents that he or she is the original and true author and owner of the work, and has not previously assigned these rights to any other parties. The author hereby agrees to defend whole harmless the publisher against any claims of infringement or libel which may be brought against the publisher regarding the author's work. The publisher may, at its discretion, suspend the book from vendor sales platforms if an action for libel or copyright infringement is threatened or initiated, because that publishing company, they got a brand to protect. Because you got folks out there violating copyright laws, stealing other people's work and passing it off as their own. If that unfolds, that publishing company is going to protect their brand and to protect the image, and I don't blame them. In no event will publisher be liable for lost profits, incidental, consequential, special, punitive, or indirect damages. In my final page of this legal document, they ain't leave no stone unturned. I'm telling you, people. This contract was signed August of 2021. They Page Publishing is all over this work. And they're sending my quarterly checks every quarter. Any dispute, controversy, or claim between publisher and author regarding this agreement will be submitted to mandatory and binding arbitration under the terms of the rules of the American Arbitration Association as then in effect. All claims must be brought in the party's individual capacity and not as a class member in any purported class or representative proceeding. Arbitration proceedings shall be heard in Crawford County, Pennsylvania, by a single arbitrator serving at the mutual designation of the parties, and each party shall be solely responsible for their own attorney fees in connection with said arbitration. Any issues concerning the applicability, interpretation, or enforceability of these procedures, including any contention that all or parts of these procedures are invalid or unenforceable, will be governed by the Federal Arbitration Act. All aspects of the arbitration shall be confidential. The arbitration award will be final and binding on the parties and may be entered in any court having jurisdiction. Author shall have 3 days from execution of this agreement to cancel for any reason by providing written notice to publisher of author's desire to cancel. And that is the completion of my legal contract with Page Publishing Company, who I entered into August of 2021. I'm gonna say it again, it's power when you publish work. It's by a world-renowned publishing company. Their hands are all on it. It has a direct impact on driving sales. It has a direct impact on ongoing marketing. It has a direct impact of, number one, providing all of these services stipulated in this contract that I don't have no idea or clue on how to do. Let the experts do their magic. All of the truckload of money I spent to get my book published, I'm getting my return on investments. All of that was a 100% write-off. Make no mistake about that. And now I can just focus on reinvesting all of my quarterly checks to continue to build my portfolio and pass down generational wealth versus generational poverty. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have gotten something out of this. Share this information. Someone may need to want to have insight on how does a publishing contract read. And with that being said, mark your calendar for May the 11th at 11 o'clock. I'm going to present to the world, because as I stated, my book went through 2 world-renowned publishing companies, Page Publishing Company, and it also went through Audiobook Network Publishing Company, who they published my audiobook version of my audiobook. I entered into this contract with Audiobook Network February of 2023. It took them 6 months to transform my published work into an audiobook. You know, there are some similarities in the 2 different contracts, but there are a whole lot of differences because you're talking about audio version. And one of those differences between the Audiobook Network contract and Page Publishing contract was 4 pages. The Audiobook Network contract is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages long. The Audiobook Network is 7 pages long. So if you want to find out how my audiobook network will read, completed by Audiobook Network, the publishing company that transformed my published book into an audiobook, tune in May the 11th at 11 o'clock. I'm going to be ready to get down to business. So that's all I have. Again, I want to thank all of my supporters, all of my members, everybody for supporting my channel. Pass this information along. Somebody might need to hear how a publishing contract read this legal information, the correct information. So with all that, simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.